my man. Tell him who's fighting. Fight.
It's OVW Rise. But until then, we got a lot of big stuff for you here tonight. But let me tell you what's coming up on Rise later on tonight. Two big title matches right here tonight. We could see some titles change. More on that coming up in a little bit. We've got, let's see, in the house tonight, your OVW National Heavyweight Champion and NWA World's Champion, EC3, is in the house tonight. Yeah. And we've got more action from the OVW Women's Division, including the Bad Girls Club in the house. And a whole lot more coming up a little bit later on. So, for all of you watching on Facebook and on YouTube right now, welcome to the party. For everybody here in Davis Arena and those still making their way in, welcome to the party. And tell everybody you know, share the link and let them know this is where it's at on Thursday night. It's OVW and of course OVW Rise coming up at 7 o'clock Eastern time tonight. So, is everybody ready? We got some great action just for you guys here tonight. But before we do that, I'm going to bring out the guys that are going to be sitting behind the Misa's Game Room and Collectibles announce table. Your OVW announce team. Let's bring them out. Ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only, rocking that wallet chain since 1993. It's the one and only Easton Villain Josh Askren. Ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only star of wrestlers on Netflix. That's him, Ryan Kennison. Oh, and the other guy. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the Dakar Noir superstar, Dancing Stevie J.
Hasn't cut a single rug since he's been here. Remains more of a formality than an actuality. Is this so we can grade Tony Evans?
I suppose so. Hello to everybody out there watching on YouTube and Facebook.
Yep, guys, thank you for joining us live if you are doing so right now.
We appreciate it very much. I'm happy to be here. You happy to be here?
I'm happy to be here. And
I'm not happy he's here.
The pre-show entertainment of Steve trying to get the television turned on, folks, is the kind of quality
all right, y'all ready for
you
action?
only get during New Year's Eve.
Wait, what? It's not New Year's Eve.
And, anyway, by the time he gets done, the ball will drop. Let's see.
The following contest is set for one fall.
This is not a test.
Introducing first the team of Kyle Roberts and Brendan Espinosa. This is Dysfunction.
I'll take that.
Now, hold on. Here's the thing,
It's more my speed than yours.
I'm the most valuable team player in OVW history. It's a team of over 6 factions in the history of OVW. It's my honor to be invited to join Dysfunction. I don't think I'm going to, but it's the invite that matters. And right now, Dysfunction, Josh, trying to invite as many members as they can, really trying to rebuild that army.
I don't blame him. I would too.
Randy Espinosa, leader of men, got that rally of the troops' presence. Kyle Roberts here to do his bidding.
And their opponents, the team of Maximo Suave and Jota Peso.
Jota Pesos, a.k.a. Manny Domingo, out here with Maximo Suave. And you know this one's going to be a barn burner.
This
Dysfunction and these two guys.
You're absolutely right, Josh. I mean, this team is muy caliente. These guys are fast. They're dangerous. They know how to get the job done and get the 1, 2, 3. Do Maximo and Manny Domingo. I mean, we could be seeing a new team blossoming right here before us in the OVW Tag Team Division, which is already burgeoning with talent.
Very well could be. You're not wrong at all on that one. Firm control here by Maximo Suave. Tags in Manny Domingo.
I don't think we're ever going to get this TV fixed, Josh, but that's a story for another day. Manny Domingo in there. With Maximo Suave, the Puerto Rican sensation now. Quick tags in and out.
I thought he was the New York sensation. Manny Domingo in control of the arm of Espinoza. Espinoza with a kick in the midsection and a hard chop across the chest, Brian.
The irony of Manny Domingo and Maximo Suave being in there against a cult while Manny Domingo is dressed like a cult member. It's astounding to me. But right now, Maximo Suave tagged in. One-on-one now with Kyle Roberts. Oh, never mind. Double chop to the shoulder blades.
And now, pair of fists right in between the eyes. Domingo looks like he's dressed as Agent 47, and I'm not mad about it. I mean, I get it. He's supposed to be like a mini Jay De Niro in De Niro's head, and I understand that, but...
Hey, all I know, since he's got this new outfit, he's been a real hit, man.
Ha ha.
There it is. Oh, look at this little distraction, Manny Domingo allowing his partner to be left there in the middle of the ring.
No, but that's the thing. They were trying to go for a tag team maneuver, though. Referee Jake Cloyd forcing Manny Domingo out, does not see Kyle Roberts come in. No tag made. And now choking him in the ropes.
Devious tactics from Dysfunction. We know they will do whatever it takes to rocket up the OVW Tag Team ladder.
Oh, now you see stomping him in the corner. The referee distracted by his partner, Kyle Roberts. Brandon Espinoza, a veteran of the squared circle.
Forearm shiver to the jaw, shot to the top of the head there.
Oh, look at that. Maximo trying to get to Manny, but Brandon Espinoza cuts him off at the pass.
Driven back into the place he does not want to be.
Up and down goes Maximo Suave, and now look at this. Kyle Roberts slammed on top of Max.
With authority nonetheless, slams it down. Manny Domingo needs to get out of the ring before he gets disqualified.
2 count only, says referee Jake Cloyd. Now Roberts trying to capitalize on momentum the Dysfunction has got going. Suave, though, firing back those forearm shots. Roberts cuts off his momentum now. Oh, and runs him right face first into the boot of Espinoza. Tagged there by Dysfunction. As Espinoza comes in, what do he and Roberts have planned? Oh, just using Kyle Roberts like a weapon.
And now Brandon Espinoza continuing the attack on Maximo Suave in the corner. And here's the thing, Josh. When you look at Dysfunction, you look at a team that's eager to get back in the OVW Tag Team hunt. When you look at Manny Domingo and Maximo Suave, they're just trying to make a name for themselves in general.
Espinoza charges in, catches an elbow. Roberts, though. Oh, look at that. Max is kicking with anything he can. Gets through and makes that tag to Domingo.
Domingo, legal man now. Dysfunction trying to ride around into a big cross body. Domingo taking out both men. Forearms, anything that moves now. Domingo coming alive, and this crowd firing up to Manny.
Hang on. Oh, Domingo went for the stunner. Espinoza with a shot right into the mouth. Referee Jake Cloyd being very lenient now. All 4 men in here.
Oh, look at that. Maximo Suave saving his partner there. And Dysfunction, a team that's been together for a while, know each other so well, but Maximo and Manny, really jellied together. Look at that tag team maneuver.
Uranagi into almost like a pay dirt there. A little zigzag.
Speaking of pay dirt, I think right now we might be seeing that beautiful 450.
Domingo with that 450 splash, hooks the leg, 2, 3.
Your winners, Maximo Suave and Honda Peso.
And Domingo and Maximo Suave picking up the win here on OVW Dark.
That Uranagi into the zigzag. Hell of a maneuver there, Brian.
They might be zigzagging their way up the OVW Tag Team rankings. Only time will tell. Anybody's here in the back?
All right. I think we're up on live, buddy. Calling it like we are. Guys, thank you so much for joining us here tonight on OVW. We have a huge night planned, Brian.
We got so much action from top to bottom, folks. We got a special guest coming in, Josh.
That we do. Mick Foley is in the building. He will be here live in the Davis Arena tonight.
But that's not all, Steve. We got a couple of huge main events.
That's right. We've got championship matches galore. We've got Tony Gunn putting his OVW Heavyweight Championship on the line once again against the veteran Jack Vaughn, but that's not all.
Folks, that's not even the only championship match of the night. We were going to see, well, actually, hold on. Well, maybe I spoke a little bit too soon. We were going to see Beaches and Cream challenging Golden Lions for those OVW Tag Team Championships. It looks like we're going to get a change. We're going to get Joe Mack and Adam Revolver teaming for the first time to take on the Golden Lions, the Overmen of a different variety.
Oh, come on.
Well, folks, that's so much. Now we're coming up a little bit later on, but you know what? Let's get more into the OVW pre-show. There's only one man who can get that train on the rails. Eric, my man, tell him who's fighting.
Right, I got you. The following contest is set for one fall. Introducing first from Fort Valley, California, the Vision Orion.
The Vision Orion. We've seen the change from the man formerly known as Blanco Loco. The violence that has been spilling out from him. You know, you've got to wonder what we're going to see him do here tonight.
And his opponent from Ridgewood, New Jersey, the Buster Boy, Jason Hendricks.
Jason Hendricks taking his time here, not wanting to jump the gun, so to speak. He understands how dangerous Orion is. Steve, I will say this, though. Jason Hendricks looks so sleazy. He could be your kid.
I was about to say, I do believe that he may be one of my illegitimate children. Not to say that he's an illegitimate man. Quite legitimate inside the squared circle is Mr. Hendricks.
That he is when he's taking on Orion here tonight, former multi-time Rush Division champion. And again, Orion screaming, "Look at me."
I don't know if he wants to look into those eyes and see the darkness that lies within Orion. Here we go, he says.
Jason Hendricks and Orion squaring off. And here's the thing, guys. Orion, a former OVW Rush Division champion, a man who's no stranger to the bright lights of DC Productions, but Jason Hendricks, a man hungry to find his way up the ladder. Just recently got his first big win here in OVW, Josh.
Yeah, that he did. You've got to think that Jason Hendricks has got that momentum on his side. And look at that. Orion tries to go for the chin lock. Hendricks spins out, takes the arm down to a hammer lock.
If he can ride that momentum into a win over Orion, still too early in this match to tell. But if he does, by God, that will be huge for him within OVW and the Rush Division in particular.
Orion trying to get his hands on Hendricks. Hendricks trying to get away any way that he can.
Got him by the wrist there, manipulating.
Now a little bit of mental manipulation there.
Rolls through. Still has control of the hand. Wrist and arm does Jason Hendricks.
Hendricks caught the roll through, went with it, but he caught that one right in the jaw.
Eats an elbow. Now Orion intensely coming in. He doesn't like that disrespect. He doesn't like the fact that Jason Hendricks has been out wrestling him here, Brian.
You're absolutely right. And here's the thing, Orion, we've seen that new aggressive, and Dark Side come out. And we know that he's been training at Dark Arts Academy with Malachi Black over the last several months, and you've really seen that influence come in spades lately.
That would be, and my goodness, just the viciousness with which he performs inside of the ring. All the while saying, "Look at me," to Jason Hendricks.
Kick.
My God.
Choking him out in the corner here. Again, just trying to get in the mind of Jason Hendricks, trying to demoralize his opponent is Orion.
Referee in there to check. Make sure Hendricks wants to continue. Orion just hammering away on that midsection. Oh, God, what a chop.
Chopped the soul out of the man.
Speaking of hammering away, look at that, Orion's got to shake it off himself, hurt his own hand.
Rolls through that capoeira kick right to the base of the skull. Orion seething now.
Just told Hendricks it's over. What does he have in mind here?
You see Jason Hendricks say, now it's over. When I say it's over, no, nobody home. Off the ropes and turns around into a clothesline.
Hendricks on clothesline, back elbow.
A little bit of momentum there.
Shot to the midsection, kicks Orion back up. Step up into Guri. Hendricks has to capitalize here.
Hendricks finding an opening, but he's got to step through that door. He's got to go to that other place, that deeper reserve. Oh, hold on, Judge, but look at that, Orion rolling through.
Brilliant counter there by Orion.
Oh.
Big back elbow.
Oh, you see Orion just collapse down to a knee. Hendricks springboards, but Orion catches him. German suplex off the second.
Holy schnitzel, what a German. Orion, quicker than a hiccup and taking it out on Hendricks. And guys, Hendricks, he might not know where he is right now.
Drove him so hard into the mat.
Head bouncing off the canvas. Orion now back to his feet. Hendricks struggling.
Might be academic at this point. Oh my goodness.
Just a kick straight across the face. That's it.
Here is your winner, Orion.
Orion says, look at me. The only thing Jason Hendricks is looking at is the beautiful lights of DC production here at Davis Arena. Huge win for Orion.
Jason Hendricks might be out, Steve. I think the only thing he's looking at is the back of his eyelids.
Ryan says when that sash comes off, he is seeing through you. Right now, he is seeing himself go to the winner's pay window.
Orion with the victory. You know, we've seen that dark change in Orion, Brian, over the last few weeks.
We absolutely have, and again, to repeat what we said, folks, I mean, we've been training in that Dark Arts Academy with Malachi Black, Zelina Vega, and you've seen that new aggressive, disastrous, dangerous side of Orion coming out as of late. Not just a change of name, but a change of personality completely.
Yeah, without a doubt, he is a completely different human being than he was when he used to walk the halls of Davis Arena as Blanco Loco, and frankly, that terrifies me.
Well, he's a totally new person, but Steve, tonight will we see a totally new champion when Tony Gunn defends against Jack Vaughn for the OVW Heavyweight Championship.
The story continues here tonight. One more time for all the marbles. The veteran versus Shotgun Tony Gunn. And I have it on good word that little baby Gunn is right around the corner, so you know that Tony's fighting with a little bit of extra here tonight.
You're absolutely right, Steve. We're going to see that just a little bit later on, folks. We got more pre-show to get to. There's only one man that can bring it. Eric, my man, tell him who's fighting.
We got another match for the pre-show. It is set for 1 fall. Introducing first, the team of AA Ari Alexander and the Fighting Siren, Shulance Royale.
PJ Jones is not here. He's got a big client he's trying to fend off some accusations for right now.
I heard he was reprimanded for all the stuff he was doing in the ring a couple weeks ago.
PJ? Oh, PJ's got a lot going on.
Am I the only one who's losing hearing from this?
I'm gaining hearing somehow.
And their opponents, the team of Sophia Rose and Lady Bird.
Sophia Rose and Lady Bird teaming up, two OVW newcomers. Oh, look at that. Already showing a little bit of chemistry there, Josh.
That they are. It's our first time seeing Lady Bird in an OVW ring.
Ari and Shalance trying to do their own version of the split. It's not nearly as successful.
The only thing Shalance splits is my eardrum every time she gets a microphone in her hand.
Now she also splits when the checks do, but the PJ can explain that to you. Here we go now, Shalance getting out of the ring, letting Ari Alexander start this one off against Sophia Rose.
I mean, that's what you get for going to dinner with him.
But just Sophia Rose, we've seen be very impressive as of late, but she's one of those competitors that has all the tools in the shed. She's just looking for that opening here in OVW.
You know, and I think you're absolutely right there. She wants to make sure that she, come on. This is a wrestling match, not a concert.
Josh, I mean, a wrestling match is you get 90% physical, yes, but there's a bit 10% mental. That psychological game. And I think Shalante, she's got a master's degree in that.
I think that you're right, and I think that with Sophia Rose, she's trying to make that one big win in OVW help propel her to the top. You see her charge in. She made the tag to Lady Bird. Lady Bird now coming in. What a running European uppercut.
Oh, cartwheel through, and look at that. Oh, big pump kick to the ground and going for the pin right there.
I don't think she caught all of it. Referee Jake calling for just a 1 count on that.
And here's the thing, guys. We're talking about they're trying to earn their spot, trying to, earn an opportunity. Former OVW Women's Champion is on that tag team across the ring from you. I mean, it might not be a singles match, but pinning Shalante, getting her to tap out, that would be huge for either one of these competitors.
Well, as tough as Shalante is, she's also reliant on her partner, Ari Alexander, and the chemistry between the two of them, only a 1 count. The chemistry between the two of them is going to lead to either a win or a loss more than anything else in this match. They have to communicate.
And you're absolutely right. Look at that. Shalante got that tag to Ari Alexander. Two women with chips on their shoulders, so to speak. Ari and Shalante might make 2 peas in an angry pod here. Ooh. And a little separation there. Did Sophia Rose now tagging in Lady Bird.
Lady Bird hooks up Ari Alexander. Thought she was going to go for a short DDT, but Ari forced her way back to her feet, now fighting out of it.
You look at Ari, big suplex. Ari is a woman who's had opportunities here at OVW, has had sniffs at gold here at OVW. Always got so close, but never quite sealed the deal. You got to think she would love a big win here to show she deserves to be in more singles competitions to get that opportunity back to the Women's Championship. Ooh, but conversely, a loss to women who are lower than her on the ladder, Josh. You got to think that's something she's fighting just as much.
Yeah, without a doubt, that's something that's definitely in the back of her mind as you see Sophia Rose now with those hammering shots to the chest, kicking. Oh, nails an overdrive. Shalante quick in to break it up, though.
Sophia Rose trying to be the MVP of this match and trying to put that away, but Ari Alexander playing good partner, saving it. Hold on, Ari, Queen of the German suplex, going for it there. But, Sophia rolling up Ari now.
Referee out of position, gets back in time, and gets the 3.
Your winners, Lady Bird and Sophia Rose.
Lady Bird and Sophia Rose winning with the most dangerous move in professional wrestling, the surprise roll-up. Shalante and Ari, though, beside themselves after the loss.
Just like I said, the team needs to be on the same page, and by God, tonight they weren't.
They're not even walking back at the same time. Same page might be a little difficult, Steve.
Yeah, Shalante stomping away there, Steve.
Shalante's pretty upset, and rightfully so. Her partner cost her the match against the newcomers, and you know that does not shine brightly on her, and you know PJ is going to be texting her left and right as soon as he gets his phone back.
Shalante storming off. Normally, I don't see women storm off like that unless I'm outside of Steve's hotel room. So, folks, you can tell Shalante's very upset right now. Didn't get that win after Ari Alexander, but big win for Sophia Rose and Lady Bird, 2 newcomers. Steve.
What a huge win, and Lady Bird picking up a victory in her very first OVW match.
You're absolutely right. You know what, folks? We got more OVW pre-show action now. Let's go ahead and get into it. Eric, my man, tell them who's fighting.
Brian, we got another match for your OVW pre-show set for 1 fall. Introducing first from Louisville, Kentucky, the Iron Demon, Shane Mercer.
Shane Mercer, one of the most destructive forces to come through OVW in a long, long time, guys.
The dude is pure intimidation. Backstage, stone quiet. I mean, nobody looks at me, you know, I mean, I'm me, I get that, but this dude is just on another level. Hyper-focused, hyper-talented, something to behold inside the ring.
And his opponent from Miami, Florida, the future, Will Austin.
Will Austin, the future, the high flyer going in against the Iron Demon. Guys, he's going to have to rely on that speed, that agility, that wherewithal to try to get one over on Shane Mercer. But Josh, here's the thing. Shane Mercer is not just big. The man's quick as a hiccup.
Yeah, Shane Mercer has power, he has speed, he has agility. Mercer can do things in that ring that he should not be able to do for a man of his size.
You're absolutely right. Folks, if you follow us on social media, you saw the unreal strength of Shane Mercer last week, launching ZDP over 15 feet out of our ring onto the rest of the Fallen. And then that moonsault and battery, Josh. It's a thing of brutality, but it's a thing of beauty.
That it is, and that's a great way to put it. It is a thing of brutality.
He just pie-faced the Iron Demon, did the King of Flight, Will Austin.
Mercer tries to throw the back elbows, can't seem to grab the leg of Austin. Mercer hangs on, charges Austin, but Austin, again, that's what you were talking about, Brian. He's gonna have to use his speed against Shane Mercer.
So far, so good.
Look at this tope suicida from Will Austin. Mercer didn't even leave his freaking feet.
Mercer didn't even go to a knee.
What?
Mercer is an absolute beast.
Oh my God,
Oh.
screws over the top rope, hit that barricade hard, but got Shane Mercer off his feet.
Will Austin crashing directly into the corner of that barricade.
Oh, he might have cracked a rib on the corner of that barricade.
Yeah, I don't know who got the worst of that one.
I don't know if I've ever heard a more appropriate use of the word crashing, Josh. That is exactly what Will Austin just did. He went hell for leather there, put himself on the line to get one over on Shane. Look at this, going to the top rope. Look at the welt forming on the side of Will Austin already.
Tries to go for some sort of maneuver, and Mercer just powers him up.
Mercer so strong. Look, rolls through. Might have him right here. Will Austin 3. Oh, 2 counts.
I thought Mercer was going to go for a buckle bomb. Now just grabs Will Austin, yanking him up to his feet.
Yanked him up into a bear hug from the choke.
Ooh, fall away slam by Mercer. You know, Shane Mercer, he's visited the level up tree. He understands what it's going to take in order to make it here in OVW, and he's using Will Austin as an example right now. Austin trying to get away from that grip of Mercer. Up kick right into the chest. Again, Will Austin clutching at those ribs.
If you were lost, you got, you gave him an inch to breathe, and Shane Mercer turned it into a mile.
My God, he just kneed him right in those ribs, and you can see from here, by God, you can see it from Mars, the marking on the side of Will Austin. These guys are putting each other through hell.
What an X-plex out of Mercer, just flinging him. Referee Daniel Spencer trying to check on him. See if he can continue.
Well, Austin saying he needs some space. Oh, using that distraction, though, gets a cheap shot there on Shane Mercer. I mean, guys, it's hard to feel bad for Will Austin and that big welt on his ribs there when he does things like that, but it's not ballet, guys. You saw Will Austin quite literally put his life, or not his body on the line earlier in this matchup, and he's got the scars to show it, but you got to admire that a little bit.
What a shot to the midsection from Austin to Mercer, as Mercer said, bring it on. Mercer is intensity personified, and Will Austin has managed to take him down a peg at the moment with that shot. Might have caught him right in the sternum. Mercer, though, spins out. Might have just been playing possum. Oh, God. Release pump handle.
Like a rag doll, he just tossed Will Austin.
Shane Mercer's feeling this crowd bloodthirsty. They're feeling what a lariat.
The King of Flight is flying all over the ring, but not on his own volition.
Runs through with that elbow. Goes for that northern lariat, though. Austin ducks out of the way. Series of kicks. Step up Enziguri.
Guys, I don't like Will Austin. Morally, he's not my cup of tea, but I got to tell you, his heart he's showing here right now, that grit, he's earning my respect.
How the hell can the man even breathe? You know that his rib's broken.
You see him clutching at those ribs every time, but Mercer just snatched him by the neck. Mercer getting Austin up in the air. What's he gonna do here?
Big gorilla press. Taking too much time, though. Will Austin look like he's finding a way out, slipping out here. Oh, hold on.
A poison run out of Will Austin.
Right on the top of his head.
Good Lord, Will Austin giving it all and then some tonight, showing what he's got. He might have it right here.
And Mercer finds some way to kick out.
A 2 count. Will Austin can't believe it. I think this crowd is stunned as well.
That's the grit. That's the determination of Shane Mercer. He's like the Terminator come to life. Stone-faced, chiseled, and willing to put himself through hell to get to his objective.
Right now, Josh, I gotta say we're seeing that same thing out of Will Austin. And again, I'm not gonna go to this guy for life advice. I'm not gonna ask him for a moral compass, but I'll be damned if right now Will Austin's not showing me something, showing me the heart of a superstar.
Austin now He's got Mercer up. Goes back to the corner, but Mercer.
Took too much time. The Iron Demon taking advantage.
Guys, I don't think I'm out of line saying this. We might be looking at the future of OVW right here in both of these competitors. I wouldn't be surprised if this match for a National Heavyweight Championship in just a year.
Yeah, I wholeheartedly agree with that. Ooh. Mercer with that rising palm start. Oh my God! Look at the height Mercer got off that.
And seemingly with ease.
No. Folks, get your camera ready. This is one you're going to want to document if he's about to. Oh, hold on. Okay, now I thought he was going for that moonsault and battery.
I thought so too, but look at the strength of Shane Mercer. Will Austin trying to rotate his legs back, but no. Mercer, hang on. Wait for it. Moonsault and battery.
Say goodnight, Will Austin. What a kickoff match. My jaw's meeting the floor. What an incredible competition between these two.
Here is your winner, Shane Mercer.
Can they all be like that?
If we can have a night like that, I wouldn't know what to do with myself. One of the damnedest matches that I have seen inside of an OVW ring.
Shane Mercer absolutely showing why he is the Iron Demon. Take nothing away from Will Austin, but again, a huge win for Mercer.
Folks, I told you this is going to be a night of main event caliber matches, and our dark show is not excluded from that. What an incredible matchup.
I mean, it's a highlight reel anytime that you get Will Austin or Shane Mercer into a ring.
You're absolutely right. Now, guys, we got a couple of special highlights tonight. Mick Foley going to be here tonight, folks. What is the talent evaluator going to do tonight? But Josh, that's not all.
No, it's not all. We're going to see a tag team championship match. We thought it was going to be the Golden Lions taking on Beached and Cream, but now it's going to be Cash and Shearer defending the championships against Joe Mack and Adam Revolver.
That's right, the Overmen. Thank goodness the Overmen will be here in the main event. I cannot wait to see it.
Okay, well, you had another match you needed to talk about before you got too excited about the Overmen.
I'm so excited. What match do you want me to talk about? I'll talk about all of them.
You know what, you just take a breath. You take a breath. Folks, we're on our way to Tough Love on February 10th. Tickets are gone, but you can go ahead and order the pay-per-view right now at OVWTix.com. Go to that little highlight reel that says order the pay-per-view and go ahead and order yours so you don't miss a second of the action. Find out why sometimes love can hurt. Folks, stick around. OVW Rise coming up at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
When pain or an injury is keeping you from the game of life, we want to help you get back to your golf game, your yoga game, to the backyard games, the home games, back to the fun and games. Pro Rehab Physical Therapy, official physical therapy provider of Bellarmine Athletics and the trusted choice for keeping you in the game.
Wrestling, a love and a passion we all share. I've started a wrestling brand, a brand founded on the aspects of wrestling. Two entities working together to create a product that connect emotionally for people everywhere. From counting the lights in your local armory to main eventing in Korakuen Hall in Tokyo, Japan. Collar and elbow, the wrestling brand.
If you've ever dreamed of being part of professional wrestling or sports entertainment, make that dream a reality and attend the world-famous Harvard of Pro Wrestling. The OVW Academy with Al Snow, the birthplace of legends including Batista, Brock Lesnar, John Cena, Randy Orton, The Miz, and many more. Will you be the next name added to that impressive list? Visit OVWacademy.com and apply now.
America, home of the free. Free is our favorite word. Like free refills. We get it. That's why at Morgan & Morgan, our fee is free. That means you don't pay anything unless we win your case. Injured? Call Morgan & Morgan. ForThePeople.com.
It's free! There's an electricity in this building. We take what we want. Click. Oh, click.
Welcome to OVW.
Yes, indeed.
Star goes to that swing. Oh, God! Curtis with the knees!
They're continuing to egg on Luke Curtis, telling him to go for that headbutt.
Oh!
What the hell just happened?
Hang on.
I can't believe it.
choice but to throw this match out. Oh, no. Come on.
The sound of redemption for HOLLYHOOD HALEY J, the women's champion, coming out to even the odds. Where's my A?
Tony, are you kidding me? All right.
Give me another chance. I'll get an A. I am not an F wrestler. But which one will charge first? The horns are out. Look at that. Tony Gunn got the belt on. He heard the bell, and it doesn't matter anymore.
Bill was ready for a fight. But officials now.
The crowd wanted to see it. Wanted to see these two get their hands on each other. Tony Gunn, Bill, there we go. Fist flying, guys. They're bloodthirsty here, Josh. I agree with them. Let them fight. Hello, everyone, and welcome to OVW from the world-famous Davis Arena. Ryan Gibson here with Dancing Stevie J and the mastermind, the master OVW legend, Josh Ashcraft. And folks, we have action top to bottom tonight. We are on our way to Tough Love on February 10th, Josh.
Yeah, Tough Love is sold out. If you want to catch what's going to happen, go to OVWrestling.com. That's where you can buy your live stream.
Absolutely, folks. Go to OVWTix.com as well. Direct directions straight there. You can order that pay-per-view. It's Steve at night full of main event matches.
You're absolutely right. We've got the Golden Lions, the tag team champs. They're in action tonight. It was originally against Peaches and Cream, but no, the Overmen have worked their way into the main event, and I cannot wait. Finally, the Overmen are back on OVW TV.
Well, we know that's not all. Mick Foley is in the house. We're going to hear from Mick tonight.
Folks, that's not even it. Tony Gunn defends that OVW Heavyweight Championship against Jack Vaughn. But folks, that's a little bit later on. We got action to kick off the show. There's only one man who can get that going. Eric, my man, tell him who's fighting.
Thank you, Brian. Let's get kicked off with OVW Rise in your opening contest, set for one fall. Introducing first, the team of the Mammoth, Donovan Cecil, and the 80s, baby, TW3.
Very few teams have had this much anticipation for their second match together. But the crowd, they seem ready for this. And after last week, the way these two gelled, Josh, I don't blame them.
Yeah, no, this was like a match made in heaven. These two guys worked so well last week. I can't wait to see this.
Tag Team Champions, two men you know incredibly well, Josh.
Very, very well. That's why this one's almost a little bit difficult for me to sit here and watch and call. You know, Big Beef and Zoe, these guys are like family to me. You know, Zoe and I, with that run with the Legacy of Brutality, we became so close. And, you know, Donovan Cecil, he's somebody that I watched come up from his first days. TW3, somebody that, you know, I met in Wisconsin, and Beef's been like a brother to me. So this one is going to be an absolute barn burner. Expect these four men to tear the house down.
Well, you may have a great relationship with the four of them, but I have a great relationship with referee Jake Cloyd, who's going to have his hands full tonight calling this one.
No one has ever said that before in his life. Jake's going to love you so much for that. But here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Bell sounds, we're underway with Beef and TW3 starting off.
Here we go, collar and elbow tie. Maybe not the smartest move in the world for TW3. Not going to overpower Big Beef. The man's called Big Beef for a reason. That's some meat you don't want to mess with. Oh, side headlock there, TW3.
You can't go into this like it's a standard matchup. These guys are something different. Speaking of something different, we got Donovan on the outside, which if these two are training together, then TW3 might be well prepared to handle these bigger wrestlers.
I will say, guys, last week I would have said Donovan Cecil fit better on the Destroyer side of the ring, but after seeing how he gelled with TW3, the personality of the 80s baby was able to pull it out of the Mammoth. I mean, guys, we might be seeing magic in the making right now.
Hang on. TW3, though, I want to get Donovan Cecil, and I want to see Cecil and Zoe.
I think the crowd does too, Josh.
Two of the strongest men in OVW.
We've heard for months when you look at Donovan Cecil, you can't help but see shades of a young Zoe when he got started here in OVW. And right now, what better way to prove to himself as a coming to the guard than to get a big win here over Big Zoe from Donovan Cecil. Oh, God.
Zoe with the extension on that super kick, but Cecil matches.
Like I told you, shades of a young Zoe. Look at Big Beef now trying to come in and help his partner. Just
What
lifts
the?
him up like a child.
My God, he's over 300 pounds.
Tags TW3 back in.
Kentucky's strongest man showing you his strength right now. Tagging in TW. Launches him into Big Zoe.
Wait a second. Both men running in for the splash in the corner.
Almost 600 pounds with Cecil making up, I'd say 70% of that.
Look at Tito trying to get Donovan into the groove here. Donovan giving it a shot saying, no, let's just wrestle. But you saw him trying.
It's a work in progress.
And there's Zoe blindsiding TW3. Referee Jake Lloyd forcing Beef to get out of the ring.
That's the guys, it's okay to have personality, it's okay to have a little bit of fun, but not at the expense of the matchup. And Big Zoe, the veteran, capitalizing on the distraction.
As well he should. Big Zoe, a tag team specialist.
And now both men in the ring.
Oh, look at that. Taking down TW3, double team maneuver. Big Beef calling for the big boo from Zoe. Look at that. Former tag team champion showing exactly why they held the gold at one point.
Now without a doubt, and again, double Irish whip. Sends T-Dub up. Oh, T-Dub comes crashing down hard, and there's a shot to the face of Cecil from Beef.
Awkward landing there. You don't often hit your knee and your forehead at the same time, but TW3 found a way to do it after being dropped by Beef. And look at this, Destroyers. Looking for double team maneuver here.
Oh, miscommunication. T-Dub gets the tag. Cecil's in.
The miscommunication is TW3 saving his life and jumping out of harm's way. Look at that. Oh, my God. The unreal strength of Donovan Cecil.
Unbelievable. And now.
No. Oh, my God.
Just throwing Beef into Zoe.
I guarantee you Beef has never been gorilla pressed like that in his entire life.
That took my breath away, much like I'm sure it did Zoe's. I am speechless. Just an unreal expedition of strength there.
What the hell are they doing here?
Oh! Donovan Cecil throwing everyone, including his own partner. That might be it. They get the win!
Your winners, Donovan Cecil and TW3.
Cecil and TW3. What a commanding win. We're former tag team champions.
The momentum continues, guys. Oh, what? How the?
This crowd is clapping. They love what they just saw. They love the partnership of Donovan Cecil and TW3. But Josh, we got so much more action to come in this hour.
That we do. We are going to see the tag team championships on the line. We thought it was going to be the Golden Lions against Peaches and Cream, but now it's Adam Revolver and Joe Mack.
Man, both men who knew a thing or two about championships, and Steve, that's not even all.
And not only that, you talk about a guy who knows championships, the one and only, the WWE Hall of Famer Mick Foley will be in attendance tonight, handing out some more grades. I feel like he's got opinions on a couple of the guys.
You got to think he's going to be watching the match with Tony Evans and Ryan Von Rockit. Hold on. We'll get loaded backstage. So we got something going on backstage right now. We're going to try to get our cameras to catch up and go ahead. I'm sending it backstage.
Okay.
Looking for pops? Cecil's got 'em. Looking for Marvel, DC, anything in between? Cecil's got it. Is one game room not enough for ya? How about two? Looking for your cosmic or mythic legions, barnyard commandos, madballs, Miso's got it! The city's largest selection of paints and brushes for your gaming miniatures. Miso's got it! Miso's got everything! Spin on down with the rest of the honorary outrunners to Miso's game room and collectibles. Why? 'Cause Miso's got it!
If you've ever dreamed of being part of professional wrestling or sports entertainment, make that dream a reality and attend the world-famous Harvard of Pro Wrestling, the OVW Academy with Al Snow, the birthplace of legends including Batista, Brock Lesnar, John Cena, Randy Orton, The Miz, and many more. Will you be the next name added to that impressive list? Visit OVWacademy.com and apply now.
Wrestling, a love and a passion we all share. I've started a wrestling brand, a brand founded on the aspects of wrestling. Two entities working together to create a product that connect emotionally for people everywhere. From counting the lights in your local armory to main eventing in Korakuen Hall in Tokyo, Japan. Collar and elbow, the wrestling.
And now, Hot Point presents the toughest moment of the night.
Oh, come on! Tripping up Big Zo. What kind of Mickey Mouse? Hey, it was effective. Got Big Zo out of the ring. Look at this! Total recall. No. Come on, Beef. Kick out.
The toughest moment of the night, brought to you by Hot Point, America's hardest working appliances.
Hush!
The following contest is set for one fall. Introducing first, being accompanied to the ring by G. De Niro. He is bigger than your boyfriend, prettier than your...
Hush!
I don't want to hear that F word the rest of the night. Cut my music. Hush! You let a star in this ring right now. Now, hush! Last week, Mick Foley, he gave me another F. I'm not gonna sit here and stand for that. So this week, I handpicked another opponent, a bigger opponent, a stronger opponent. And if Mick doesn't give me an A+ this week, there's gonna be hell to pay. So if you're back there watching, I know you are, get out here, come get a piece.
And his opponent, accompanied to the ring by Crystal and Katie, the Von Rockets, from Liverpool by way of Los Angeles, RYAN VON ROCKIT.
How can you not be having the best time of your life if you're Ryan Von Rockit? Look at what he does. This man is just he's the coolest. I wish I could be Ryan Von Rockit.
Von Rockit, he's a man who knows how to get the job done inside the ring, outside the ring, and everywhere in between.
former OVW Heavyweight Champion, Country Brewing Kentucky Heavyweight Champion, Tag Team Champion, and now championing 2 Von Rockits at the same time.
I got nothing.
You're flabbergasted. I get it. I'm right there with you, brother.
Makes you wish you never quit playing guitar, doesn't it, Steve?
I'll pick it back up.
Ryan Von Rockit, guys, he's eccentric, yes. Is he flamboyant? Absolutely. He's a little off the charts, 100%. But he knows how to get the job done. He knows how to perform when the pressure's at its highest here in OVW's Davis Arena. I will give it to Tony Evans. This is a step up in competition this week.
It absolutely is.
And that's no insult to Ty Vance, OVW Academy standout. He's an incredible competitor. Tony Evans picked a former OVW heavyweight champion to impress Mick Foley, Steve. That's something.
Who the hell coordinated in this crowd all these F signs? It's so disrespectful to the superior one.
Look at that.
Von Rockit using the referee to get out of that.
Referee not too happy about that.
Veteran move, though. Utilize every aspect of the ring, even the other human being in it.
The referee's got to go home and explain that glitter now, but Ryan Von Rockit able to turn things around here.
Hey, that's the risk of
A handful of hair from Tony Evans.
It ain't ballet.
Dragging Von Rockit back to the corner.
And here's the thing, guys. Tony Evans, for the first time since we've seen him in OVW, driven by something other than ego and ambition. Mick Foley's approval means so much. Look at that Hurricane Rana.
Von Rockit can Rana?
Von Rockit, hey, that works for me. Rocket's rolling right now is Von Rockit. But Steve, how focused can he be? Dropping the fist. How focused can Von Rockit be knowing that Carson Drake has been sniffing around the Von Rockettes as of late?
Well, as disciplined as Von Rockit is inside of the squared circle. Oh! Tony Evans all the way to the outside. As disciplined as Von Rockit is inside of the squared circle, I mean, the guy, he's not 100% focused. Look at what he's dealing with all the time. He's got the rock star lifestyle. He's got the Von Rockettes. I mean, he's got a lot of things going on.
Speaking of a lot of things going on, Jay De Niro making his way over here as well, and Von Rockit noticing De Niro's here and pulled his Von Rockettes away. Bit of a picture opportunity there. Ryan Von Rockit stopping the match there a little bit. Maybe playing a little bit of mind games, not just with Tony Evans, but with Jay De Niro here.
And De Niro just eyeing Von Rockit, staring him down even.
And folks, this match is going to roll on. Von Rockit versus Tony Evans, you're not going to miss where this one goes. Folks, you're still joining us. Thank you for watching on Facebook Live and on YouTube. We appreciate you being here. Oh, here we go, Tony Evans. One count there. If you're enjoying what you're seeing, let us know down in the comments what you're enjoying seeing. Tell us what matches you want to see February 10th at Tough Love. And hey, tell us if you ordered the pay-per-view at OVWTix.com right now. Tag a friend you want to see, order the pay-per-view.
Guys, I'm going to say, I don't see the crowd holding up their F signs anymore. I think that they are realizing that he is putting on an A++ performance here tonight against Von Rockit.
Evans taking his time now. Von Rockit makes him pay for it, and Evans, a shot to the back of the head, takes control right back over.
Nice rip there, Tony Evans. Ooh, look at that, running forearm into the corner, dropping Ryan Von Rockit. Guys, we're seeing a different kind of fire inside of Tony Evans right now. Ooh, one count.
There's an extra sense of motivation that'll come from being completely disrespected by somebody with the credentials of one Mick Foley.
And here's the thing we got to remember as well, guys. Last week, Jay De Niro tried to get involved, even when Tony Evans didn't really need it, and Tony Evans called off his own dog.
Throughout the midsection, you're right. Evans wanting to show that he has what it takes to win over the approval of Mick Foley.
Look at that, Tony Evans right in front of the Von Rockettes, trying to play some mental games with Von Rockit, which is, that's not check or Chester, that's more of a mousetrap situation.
And guys, let's not pretend that Tony Evans didn't win last week. It was just that Mick Foley didn't like the way that he did it because he's, you know, so particular all of a damn sudden.
Well, here we go. Tony Evans thinks he has it here. Tony Evans in firm control of Ryan Von Rockit throughout this matchup, guys. And I think Ryan Von Rockit, again, we've said it before, former heavyweight champion, former Country Kentucky heavyweight champion. Tony Evans really wanted to prove something. Hardcore legend Mick Foley here tonight by picking this opponent.
Scrape some of that glitter off of the back of Tony Evans.
Oh, rolls him up here. Might have him right.
Cover. 2 count only.
Tony Evans with an A+ performance so far tonight, looking to prove his mettle against one Mr. Mick Foley.
You can see Tony Evans having Ryan Von Rockit.
Hold on. Carson, there's Carson Drake again.
What's Carson Drake doing out here? Ale 8 soda?
Yeah, okay. All right, sure. What did he do to this drink? Should I try this? Nope.
Carson Drake, look at this. He's shouting out to Katie here ringside.
You know what? I'm in this for a good time, not a long time.
We saw last week Carson Drake and Crystal White had a little tete-a-tete backstage, but now it looks like Carson Drake's interested in Katie Gannon.
That is delicious.
Steve, yes, we all know Ale 8 is delicious. We know the cola is delicious, but right now there's a match going on, and Carson Drake is... What is Carson Drake doing?
Speaking of delicious, by God, what is happening here?
Carson Drake almost fanning himself. Is Evans with that stall suplex on Von Rockit in the ring.
Folks, we got layers upon layers of things happening right now, but there's action inside the ring. Despite the action, Carson Drake's trying to ring up outside of it. Oh, here we go. Tony Evans thinks he's got it after that stall suplex. 2 count, but not hooking that leg, Josh.
Not at all, and you see now...
You see in the background, Carson Drake talking to Katie. Ryan, I don't think has any idea what's going on.
Evans just standing on the ankle and now stomping away at it of Von Rockit.
Crystal White not even noticing Carson Drake out here. This is all Katie and Carson this week, despite what we saw last week when Carson was literally telling Crystal, I'd like to take you out on a date. Ooh,
Chin breaker. Now Von Rockit trying to get up off the canvas, but just getting grounded again by Tony Evans. Evans in firm control.
Evans trying to gas Ryan Von Rockit right now. And Carson Drake,
I mean,
what is his game here?
He's a charming man. And this charming man can do whatever he wants, and I feel like right now he wants some of Katie Gannon.
But last week he wanted some of Crystal White. I mean, I don't know what kind of game Carson Drake is playing, but right now, Ryan Von Rockit, I don't think he knows Carson Drake is out. He's too focused on Tony Evans.
When the OVW faithful here in the Davis Arena trying to rally Ryan Von Rockit.
Look at that, De Niro. De Niro on the apron. And again, Tony Evans telling him no.
You know, that's not something that we've seen out of Evans. We saw it last week. We just now see it again. And
oh, but the distraction from Jay De Niro. Oh, right into that atomic drop from Von Rockit.
And that was the right word, Brian. Inadvertent distraction there. And now Von Rockit, no pun intended, rocking and rolling on Tony Evans. That power slide.
Big old power slide there, Josh. And hold on, might be looking to stomp the distortion pedal here.
Very well could be.
Von Rockit, though, taking a lot of time. Tony Evans. Oh!
Von Rockit stomps down on Evans, but now look at this. Von Rockit sees Carson Drake.
Von Rockit finally realized what was going on at ringside.
Telling Katie and Crystal, come back over here.
You look at the jealousy. Did he just grab that kiss that Carson Drake blew and then put it on his own butt?
The spinning back fist.
That's it.
Here is your winner, Superior Tony Evans.
I'll tell you guys, by hook or by crook, he picked up the win.
Tony Evans just beat a former OVW heavyweight champion. You got to think Mick Foley got to be a little impressed by that.
That was a solid win, but give the assist to Carson Drake.
Well, I will say it. I respect Tony Evans calling off Jay De Niro.
No, get the skanks out of the ring and get the trash out of the ring. Get them out, now. Go back to whatever dumpster y'all came from. Mick Foley, was that good enough for you? Is that good enough to get me an A? Where's my grade, Mick? Fair and square. I won. Come on, Mick. Give me what I want. Come on. I'm not going to wait all night.
Congratulations, Tony. That was a vast improvement, which is why I'm giving you
a what? Giving me an A. What's the grade, Mick?
I'm giving you a C.
No, there's not a chance in hell I earned a C tonight, Mick. There is no way. I am so much better than an F. I'm better than a D, and I'm damn sure better than a C. Hell, I'm better than an F. I'm better than a B.
You're right.
So you give me an A.
You are better than an F. You're better than a D, and you are better than a C. The issue is you're just not showing it to me yet. Now, when I get in my car, it's usually a nice, leisurely 3-hour drive. But with the rain and the traffic, it took me 5.5 hours to get here. You know who had to leave behind in order to be here with you? My dog, Randall. Up there in age, health problems, and his favorite thing to do in the world, is snuggle. And Randall was named after another Randall, Randy Orton. And I'm going on my 20th anniversary against Randy Orton, the best night of my life, the best match of my career, and I named my dog after him because he was a sponge, because he wanted to improve each and every night. He was open to opportunities. I look at you, did you pick up a win? Yes, you did. But it was a hollow win. So going back to when my son was a pitcher, I asked a friend of mine, Dave LaPointe, who pitched for 7 major league teams, if my son should be throwing a curveball at his age, and he said, Mick, does he want to get into the big leagues? I said, yes. And he said, Mick, I'm sorry, but if a pro scout sees a high school player who needs to throw curveballs to get out other high school players, they know he does not have the stuff. So I'm out here week in and week out trying to make a difference for free because I do see something in you. That's why I gave you the F, so you can prove me wrong. But every week you come out here and you take shortcuts, you cheat, you take advantage of RYAN VON ROCKIT's attention deficit problem.
Hush. You see, no, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get a champion and I'm gonna win a championship match next week, and I will prove you wrong. I'll prove all of them wrong. I'll get an A. You can hush me when I win, but I will win.
I'm Mick Foley. I don't get hushed! But I'll give you one last chance. I'm tempted to just see Al Snow on the way out and say, sorry, Al, it's not for me. But I'm giving you one last chance. And I'll say the magic words one more time, and maybe they'll get through your thick skull. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong.
Again, those 3 little words, but they mean so much. Prove me wrong.
When pain or an injury is keeping you from the game of life, we want